welcome to Travel in Style. This time we're on the fantastic island of Jamaica, famous for its beautiful beaches and the 2Rs. No, it's not a brand of luxury car, it is in fact rum and reggae. In this series we visit some of the finest hotels and resorts from around the world, and our destination in this programme is no exception. It's the Caribbean and the beautiful island of Jamaica. I'll be joined by Claire Harper, who in this series will enjoy many luxurious spas on your behalf. Let's just say, she is our correspondent of relaxation, and so always totally chilled, until we meet a rather unfriendly croc on a Black River cruise. But more on that later.
Well, this is the home of reggae, with a rugged interior of lush green hills and valleys edged by tantalising views of aqua blue sparkling water. So we have loads to show you in this jam-packed programme. But first off, and where to stay. We've chosen the Grand Lido Negril, the flagship of the Super Club's fleet all-inclusive resorts. Nestled in 22 acres of tropical gardens, the approach is a delight. But first impressions count, and here there is no disappointment. It's stiff competition these days, especially in the luxury market, with Caribbean groups like Sandals and Fairmont all fighting for guests, so it's well worth checking the net out for the best of deals. The standards are very high, but perhaps it's the friendliness of the staff that makes this resort so special, as Roly discovers.
Not to blow our own trumpet, I think we have the finest ladies and gentlemen serving here. Staff are well-trained, well-mannered, very gracious in the way they deliver service, and I would say most of all they're very caring, which is what you need in hospitality.
And what sort of facilities are on offer here at the hotel?
We have 5 restaurants, 6 bars, 2 swimming pools, 5 jacuzzis, a wonderful beach, and we have a cliffside to our property, which our nude beach is located there. And our location is spectacular because we're fortunate to have some of the rooms located on the beach and some on the cliffside of the property. There are no other location, honestly, in Negril that has a setting like this. As you would notice, this is the only wooden deck actually in Negril without a rail that falls over the Caribbean Sea. It's a hell of a feature, believe me.
With such a crystal clear bay to explore, it makes sense to see both above and below the water. So if you're staying for a week, what better time to take scuba lessons? As with most paddy courses, the tri-dive starts in the safety of the pool. The resort package is a super inclusive, so all water activities, with the exception of gaining a paddy certificate, are all thrown in too. The hotel is based here in Bloody Bay, and because it's on the west coast, the sea is lovely and flat, so it's ideal for a whole host of water sports, from parasailing to scuba diving, jet skiing to water skiing. Well, is there a better way to wake up? The resort package is a super inclusive, so all water activities, with the exception of gaining a paddy certificate, are all thrown in too. This is a great way of being able to set your vacation budget. After all, it's always nice to know exactly where you stand financially these days.
Ha! He's such an action man. Whilst Roly plays in the bay, sadly, I've discovered that one item that isn't covered with the inclusive package are the hotel spa treatments. So be sure to budget for a little extra so you can relax, revitalise and rejuvenate. Here, delicious smells relax you. Skilled and knowledgeable staff will pamper and rebalance you. The spa treatment selection is extensive, with Swedish aromatherapy, energy and sports massage to name but a few, with stone therapies, facials, waxing, manicures and pedicures. But why, I wondered, is the spa called Blue Maho?
The blue maho is the name of our national tree. And being at how the spa is located here, we're surrounded by a lot of trees. And the blue maho, actually, there's several of them on the property here.
So what's the guest's favourite treatment here?
Our beachside massages that are done in the cabanas, those are by far the most favourite of all our guests, because you feel like you're actually in the water, and the gentle lapping of the sea combined with the warm massage makes your mind still, bringing tranquility and peace to you. You almost feel like you're nestled in the womb of Mother Earth. What a better experience to have.
Do you know what? To have a massage here with the sea breeze, the Caribbean Sea, I am actually in heaven.
Here, all desires are answered. This unbelievable beach invites lovers of water sports to windsurf, snorkel, water ski, sail a sunfish, or just simply stand around and put the world to rights knee-deep in the Caribbean Sea. Of course, it's not just the humans that enjoy these crystal clear waters. It's a paradise for the local wildlife too, like this blue heron in search of tasty morsels. Ah, so wonderful. Now it's time for me to chill again, and time for Roly to investigate the quality of accommodation on offer here.
Thanks, Claire. Well, if you think this hotel has impressive facilities on the outside, well then just you wait till you see the main suite. This property commands an impressive stretch of Negro's breathtaking miles of silver sand on Jamaica's southwest shore. This world-acclaimed resort boasts a AAA 4-Diamond Award, as well as a Condé Nast Travelers Readers Award for Best Resort in the Caribbean and Latin America. You can see why. The rooms are delicious, with many just a few yards from the ocean. This is one of 2 presidential suites, exquisitely furnished, a private jacuzzi on the patio and separate dining area with wet bar. But it's not all sun, sea and sand here in Jamaica. Because of the sheer size of this island, actually this country, it supports some wonderful rivers and waterfalls. Like here, the YS Falls in St Elizabeth, where you can swim off the hot journey in the chilling waters on no less than 7 magnificent tiered cascading waterfalls. Pure bliss. It's fun too, I just love the rope swing. You can also relax in a huge expansive wading pool that's fed by the underground springs. The water here is so clean it's actually drinkable, unless after heavy rain when it's quite muddy, but then again it's good for the skin. So, a win-win situation. This is a great place to spend the day, so make sure to pack a picnic. I think Claire is enjoying this far too much. Great work if you can get it. The YS Falls have recently won an award for Outstanding Environmental Development of an Ecotourism Attraction, an achievement its owner is very proud of.
YS Falls is a leading attraction in Jamaica. I think it's one of the leading ones on the south coast, but it is one of the leading attractions in Jamaica today. This area of the south coast of Jamaica is actually the, we like to call it the underdeveloped, unspoiled area. The falls here are on a farm, a working farm. We breed thoroughbred horses and beef cattle. So really the place is really natural, unspoiled. We're trying to keep it that way. We do everything with wood and trying not to touch the environment too much. We have 7 waterfalls with about 2 or 3 rapids as well. The main source of the water comes from up in the hills of Trelawney and St. James. So I'd say about 10-15 miles up in the hills from here. At YS we also offer the Chukka Canopy Tour, which at present time is 3 traverses. The longest one being straight down the center of the falls, which is 750 feet. So it's pretty exciting.
chilled and relaxed, we're off again on another adventure, this time to one of the longest rivers in Jamaica, the Black River. 33 miles long, its name refers to the darkness of the riverbed, caused by thick layers of decomposing vegetation. It's a great place for birding, with over 100 species of birds recorded here. But there are a few other surprises hiding amongst the mangrove trees.
This is Black River, Jamaica's longest navigable river. A total of 44 miles long, 70 kilometers. Navigable by a small boat for like 18.5 miles. And we do like a 4-mile trip, 2 miles up, 2 miles back, looking at crocodiles, birds, wetland vegetation, etc.
Yes, he did say crocodiles. So what's the difference between a croc and a gator?
A couple of key differences between the crocodiles and the alligators are just the snout area. With the crocodile, they have a pointed snout, which give you almost like a rough triangle from the tip of the snout to the back of the head. While with the alligator, it's more like a broad snout, which give you typically a rough rectangle from the tip of the snout to the back of his head. Now, because of the slender snout of the crocodiles, you'll find the teeth protruding from the outside. With the alligator, the broad snout, you'll find the teeth fitting in a socket. So those are just two primary differences between both these animals.
And so to our final destination. We're heading to the coast for some of that rum and reggae.
And there's no better way to end the day than here at Rick's Cafe.
Rick's Cafe was the first public bar and restaurant of its type on the West End Cliffs, offering an alternative to Negrill's majestic 7-mile beach. From the beginning, Rick's Cafe boasted an unrivaled view of the sunset from its naturally formed cliffs. Over the years, visitors and locals alike have designated Rick's Cafe as Negrill's premier gathering spot. From the cliffs, countless visitors and locals have jumped or dived into the crystalline water below. The highest jump platform is 35 feet, and so will certainly get the adrenaline going. It's the perfect place for sundowners, so much so that the sunsets here have become something of a Jamaican tradition.
Yep, for sure, this part of the world is famous for its sunsets. Somehow they just never seem to fail. Here the light at the end of the day is quite spectacular. It's a time to stand and reflect on the sheer beauty of nature. It's a private time with just the sound of lapping waves breaking the calm and silence. Quite simply, it's the magic hour. It's also time for the Travel in Style team to pack our bags. It's just not fair.
Sadly, that's all we've got time for. So until the next time, goodbye.